Hello and welcome. I'm Bhavya Khanna from India Today Gaming, and today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Raghav Anand, Senior Partner, Ernst and Young LLP India. So we have some major questions lined up for you. So my first question would be regarding the growth trajectory. So how has the esports industry and the gaming industry in India evolved over the past years, and what have been the key factors that have been driving this growth?
So I think this is a fabulous question. Thanks for asking this. The gaming industry has had three clear things that have been driving it. One is the development of games from India, which contributes to the growth of the development centers. The other is, like I said, 455 million gamers now in this community. That growing to about 700 million gamers. That is another growth area from a consumption point of view, especially mobile gaming. And the other thing that has happened is today you will see the in-app purchases. That as a segment with the payment ecosystem, UPI, all of that growing, becoming the major revenue contributing sector.
Yeah.
That means that there will be more money in gaming. That has helped grow that industry.
Absolutely agree with you, sir. My next question would be regarding the future outlook. So what have been the major trends and innovations in the past few years that have driven the gaming and esports sector a lot?
See, esports as a sector, specifically with what happened with Krafton and others, the mobile or the platform-based esports, where you don't have to be in a venue, but you can participate from anywhere. That's got about 115 million plus gamers participate. That has been one of the biggest innovations that have happened on the esports side of the business. The other is the esport talent ecosystem. When you capture this talent, they give you 500, 600 million streams and the fan base around that. And that ecosystem has really grown. And that's also been fabulous in esports. But esports needs training centers and places where the esports players can really groom themselves. If that happens, I think esports will grow significantly.
So majorly talking about job creation in particular, so how do you see the demand when it comes to the talent, the recruitment of the game players in the gaming industry that has been like evolving since time immemorial?
Yeah. See, the cost of development between, say, US and India, there is about 67% of an arbitrage. So in US, to make a AAA title, it's becoming far more. The cost of that AAA title has not gone up, but the salaries have gone up, which means they need to get to places like India and have a heavy talent set. So there is a huge opportunity. We are already doing 100K plus jobs in this sector, and it can go to about 250K plus. But what it needs is proper education and a good pipeline for more people to participate in the development. India is one country where there is art and code, both in one place. So I think India could be a very good ecosystem for gaming.
Undoubtedly, no doubts on that. How can the industry go on to contribute to Viksit Bharat and become a key player when it comes to the global platform, the global stage?
See, like I talked about today, India is already contributing almost a trillion INR rupees in terms of the overall primary tertiary contribution to gaming in India. Now, if I do believe that this sector has potential to contribute almost 5 trillion rupees to this entire ecosystem. That's because of the job creation, the hardware that creates, the taxes that comes because of that, and the whole creator influencer community that gets onto gaming. Each of this means there is women empowerment, there is rural job creation, there is also participation from the economy. So I find this is a fantastic opportunity. We need to groom this well to make that 5 trillion mark possible.
So my last question to you would be regarding a very significant development that has been a lot into news, that is regarding the partnership of the International Olympic Committee with the National Olympic Committee of Saudi Arabia, and through a unanimous voting, they have finally announced the inaugural Olympic Esport Games. How do you feel Indian participation could be a game changer for that?
See, I think this is a fabulous initiative from Saudi Arabia itself. It is the largest prize money out there, which means that talent from here can now aspire to make this into a proper profession. When I get that kind of prize monies, then things become different. And India also has a lot of these tournaments. I think what we need to do is increase the scale and international participation and the recognition for that. And that means if we have the right kind of prize pools and the right kind of publishing companies there, I think we can do a good job at it.
Thank you so much, sir, for this fantabulous conversation, and we would hope in future to have more such conversations like this with you.
Thank you so much for having me.